Ministerio Radial Impacto, junto a Malaquias Reyes, presentan Impacto Cristiano. Nuestro propósito es hacerle partícipe del mensaje que Jesucristo es el mismo ayer, hoy y por todos los siglos, y que solamente a través de él su vida puede ser transformada e impactada por su gran amor y poder salvador. Desde este momento, con ustedes, Malaquias Reyes en Impacto Cristiano.
Good morning, this is Mike Reyes, and I want to welcome each and every one of you to Impacto Cristiano, la Comunidad. I want to apologize because our intro said that Janet Granado would be the person interviewing, sitting in for Mike Reyes, but we decided last minute to change. Oh, the Lord decided to change it. Today, I have three guests, three very important guests. We'll be talking about some of the issues in our community taking place. And we also have a special guest from Philadelphia. He'll be entertaining us with his song, gospel song. And we also will find out a little bit more about his ministry. So I want you to stay tuned and enjoy, relax, get your popcorn and everything, and let's do it. Well, with that, I wanted to welcome Carolyn Pig. She's a member of Delaware First State Senior Task Force Incorporated, and they have a great event coming up, and we will be talking about that. I also wanted to welcome Helen, which Helen Cars. Awesome. They both belong to the same organization, and first of all, I wanted to welcome you to Impacto Cristiano. I think it's your first time here.
Yes, it is.
And I know that you have something to share to our community, so the microphone and the camera is all yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you again for inviting us. We are very excited about this event. This particular event that we're talking about will be held October the 22nd at the Longshoreman in Wilmington, and it's our senior summit that is sponsored by the Delaware First State Task Force. And we are expecting over 400 seniors that day. It is a free event. It will include breakfast, lunch, entertainment, prizes and gifts, and just to come out. We want the seniors from 50 years up to come out and to celebrate with us, and also to get some great information around education, because some of the issues that is facing the seniors today, we're providing a platform where they can come and discuss those issues around Medicaid, Social Security, the Affordable Act issues that are coming, and Helen is going to briefly talk about that in a few minutes. But I just want to say thank you so much. And again, I just want to tell those seniors out there that it's free, and it's the whole state.
Awesome.
Delaware, seniors from the whole state of Delaware can come, and even if they're from Jersey, just come. But however, we can only enroll about the registration for 400. So it's like the first 400 that register, those are the ones that's going to be there.
First come, first serve, right?
Yes,
right.
And we're also inviting vendors. And Helen's going to talk about that. So your vendors' participation there that day. So it's going to be a great day. So
Helen?
Talk about that.
Okay. Carolyn and I, we're on the Wilmington Aging Advisory Council, and I work for the Division of Services for Aging and Adults with Physical Disabilities. My role there is that I am with Medicare. We work with Senior Medicare Patrol, which we help seniors that are having problem with fraud, waste, and abuse.
Okay.
And that's primarily my job. And I am the complex case manager, because a lot of these problems are complex. But through actually being out in the community, I'm finding that there are a lot of issues with seniors. There's a lot of programs out there that seniors just aren't aware of, and they should be aware of, because these are programs that are funded, that they can get help with. There are a lot of agencies out there that seniors just don't know who to call, and when they do call, they're transferred all the way around, and they get disgusted, and they don't know that there is help for them. What we're going to have there is my division's going to be there, and we're going to talk about Medicare fraud, which is growing by the numbers. And a lot of seniors feel as though it's their problem, and it isn't their problem. This can happen to, it happens to all of us. It even happened to me. And I worked in fraud most of my adult life. I worked with credit card fraud for years as an investigator, and now I'm with Medicare, helping them out with fraud. And Delaware is a small state, but the fraud is growing and the scams are growing.
I got a question. Whose idea was to organize this senior summit and to bring those issues to the...
Well, actually, it was my idea, and I got with Carolyn Peak, because Carolyn Peak is mostly in with the city administrations, and she knew different individuals and where to have it, and who we should see and who we should talk to. And I have to give it to her because she's been my rock. She's been helping me.
Since I know her, I like her energy.
Yes.
I like her energy, and she's very persistent. It's like, you know, I told if you're not there on time or whatever, she continue calling, and Mike, I need you here. I want to see you here. And this is very important, because this is one group of our society or our community that sometimes is overlooked.
It is.
It's overlooked, you know. And I'm glad that, you know, the Delaware First State Senior Task Force Incorporated is taking this issue. So I think you have something to elaborate.
Yes, and Michael, you know that it isn't, this group incorporation just was organized, and it came out a group of us seniors, 50 plus, that's made up, comprised up of city, state, and agency people and residents, older residents that saw that it's needed, that the incorporation was needed, because there's other issues, and we wanted to provide, you know, not just this platform on October the 22nd, but we want to be a conduit to continue, you know, the effort of informing us mature people of what's going on around our health issues, what's going on, and we need that. Even in technology, you know, there's technology that's coming up. There are a lot of us that is just so unknowledgeable of certain technology, and we want to have to keep abreast of that. And so we want to keep our senior community up to date on the issues that are facing them.
I would like a number, and I know we didn't have time to type it on the screen, but I will repeat it. If you have a number that anybody interested out there would like to get in touch with, either one of you.
Okay, they can call my number, my phone number, the area code is 302-358-7662. And they can call Helen. Helen, you want to give your number?
Yes, my number is 302-345-5100. And they can also call our office number if they have any problems with Medicare, with the billing issues, hospital or equipment issues. They can call me. My number at work is area code 302-255-9383, or they can email me, helen.carson@state.de.us.
And I want to tell our public that it's possible that next Saturday I might have one of them, and our radio program, which is aired every Saturday from 11 to 12 through 1590 a.m. So we'll be talking in more depth with this about this issue, because I think it's very important. So I want to thank them today for taking the opportunity on short notice to be here. And I'm sorry that I don't have enough time to give them, But like I said, Saturday is a date, and we will be hammering on this until the October 22nd.
October 22nd,
At
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
to 2 p.m. at the Longshoreman in
And there's
Wilmington,
food.
Delaware. There's food, breakfast and lunch.
Free?
Free.
Oh my God, okay.
Free to the seniors, 50 years plus.
I'm so happy to be a senior at this point. Oh well, I'm 60 years old, so I guess I qualify, don't I?
You qualify.
Oh my God!
Right.
So now we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, we will have Miguel Soler from Philadelphia, a singer, a performer for the Lord, and we'll be talking about some issues in our Christian community. So stay tuned, don't go away. We'll be right back. La Comisión Hispana de Delaware le invita a la segunda celebración anual de la herencia hispana en el Centro Schwartz los días 4 y 5 de octubre de 2013. El día 4 viernes comienza a las 7 p.m. Concierto con la cantante y artista peruana Dayan Aldana y el conjunto latinoamericano. El día 5 sábado comienza a la 1 de la tarde. Celebración cultural con talentos locales, comida, participación de iglesias, panel de discusión sobre asuntos hispanos. Charito Calvachi Maiteco es la vicepresidenta de la Comisión Hispana de Delaware. Su teléfono 717-951-0905 o el teléfono 302-678-5152. Y esto será en el Teatro Schwartz Center en el State Street y Walter Street en Dover, Delaware. Los tickets son a $5 para personas de 18 en adelante por los 2 días. Así que solamente pagan los adultos de 18 en adelante. Le esperamos.
Perdido, desconsolado, naufragando por el mar, sin capitán, estás herido, muy lastimado, mas no encuentra la solución de tu enfermedad y no has buscado la dirección de Jesucristo, el que guía tus pasos y te lleva hacia tu victoria, el que cambia tu vida. Hermano, ya no llores, porque Cristo tiene tu respuesta. En levantar caído, levántate. Él restaura tu vida, adórale. Él restaura tu mano, entrégale tu corazón. En levantar caído, levántate. Él restaura tu vida, adórale. Él extiende su mano, acéptale. Entrégale tu corazón. Entrégale tu corazón. Ya no estás perdido, estás con el Consolador, caminando a tu lado, siempre Él está dejando su paz y amor. Es tu amigo y tu hermano, y Él nunca te abandonará. Siguen firmes sus pasos aunque vengan pruebas, y su amor te sostendrá. En levantar caído, levántate. Él restaura tu vida, adórale. Él extiende su mano, acéptale. Entrégale tu corazón. Él levanta al caído, levántate. Él restaura tu vida, adórale. Él extiende su mano, acéptale. Entrégale tu corazón. Entrégale tu corazón. Él levanta al caído, Él restaura tu vida, Él extiende su mano. Levanta al caído, restaura tu vida, Él extiende su mano. Entrégale tu corazón. Perdido, desconsolado, naufragando por el mar. Praise God.
Well, we just had a shot of Miguel Soler on his singing. And I want to welcome Miguel. Miguel, welcome to Impacto Cristiano.
So thank you for having me here. Praise God.
I would like you to tell us a little bit about that song that you just finished interpreting.
Well, the song is titled Levántate, which means rise. It's something the Lord gave me. It's actually the first song that was that the Lord gave me.
Mm-hmm.
And it took 3 years to write it. And the story behind that is because that's basically my testimony of what I went through to get to where I had to be, where God wanted me to be at. So it's just like an inspirational song to let people know that even in through times that when we feel discouraged and we feel like we're dragging on the floor, it basically just lets you know that God's there for you. He's always there with his hand extended out. He's always there for you to lift you up. But it's also a reminder to let everybody know that in order to fulfill his goal with you, you have to surrender your heart to him. And that's the main focus on that main song. So I basically say with that, to have it all, you have to give it all away.
Okay. What is the name of your ministry?
I call Mr. Miguel Soler Ministries. And it's the first album is Grateful, Agradecido.
Agradecido. Mm-hmm.
And I have my ministry also through Facebook, which is Dios vela por ti, God watching over you. And what we do there, my wife is the main one there because I'm always at work, but what we do there is we take petitions and we hear people out, and then we just sit down on the other end and pray. So we're not there physically with you, but spiritually we're there interceding for you.
I would like you to share your telephone number, because I think you just got here today.
Yes.
And you had 2 commitments already?
Praise God, yes.
Yes. So if we have a phone number,
yes,
where?
You can reach me at 856-993-2692. It's my cell phone, so it's always
993-2652?
993-2692.
2692.
Available 27 hours a day.
Okay. And initially you said something that the song means lift me up, and it's a reflection of what the Lord have done for you. Do you care to share a little bit about what the Lord brought you from?
Yes, the Lord. Well, I was raised in Camden, New Jersey, so good things do come out of Camden. Praise God. And I was looking like even in my early youth, I was in church, but that's all I was doing. I was just in church filling up a bench. I wasn't really there for any spiritual reasons. I wasn't really there to look for my, to look for my true Redeemer. You know what I mean? And I remember a day at work when I was a line coordinator, I always had my mom with me, and I always had everybody, Miguel, you need to go to church, you need to go to church, you need to go to church. And I was just driving to work with that, and I heard this gospel song on the radio, and I ended up crying. But what the Lord did with that song was like spark the fire in me, because that whole entire day I was crying at work. So I have 30 people that I have to tell what to do and what not to do, and every time I turn onto the computer, here comes a tear, and I would write what I would feel. And that was half of the song. 3 years later, once I met Jesus and he did what he had to do for me and took me out of the streets, and you know what I mean, I was to the point where I was almost living in just a car out on the streets.
Wow.
And he gave me my beautiful wife, Ildian, which I love you. And now I have 2 great kids. I have just bought a house, so praise God for that. And my ministry's growing little by little. And
we have like 4 minutes left.
Yes.
In that time, what do you think is the biggest challenge for the youth right now to serve the Lord?
I actually have I got invited to go preach on the 27th in Camden, and what I see for them is that the Lord gave me the sermon to speak about the yoke. And what I'm looking at, that is peer pressure. They're growing up at the time where they're saying the good is bad and the bad is good. And you know what I mean? You have to live up what you are. If you're a Christian, believe in God and say, I love him, and that's it. Don't worry about what people got to tell you next to you. I know it's hard because you want to look cool and everything, but I'd rather look cool saying I love the Lord. And when that trumpet sounds, you know what I mean, it's time to come up, it's time to come up. I want to go up VIP. So what I got to tell the youth is love the Lord, and don't worry about who's next to you. You be true to yourself and to your God.
That's interesting. Let me give that number again. Is 856-993-2692. If you want to get in touch with Miguel Soler, we are going to bring him here probably next month again for the second year, if he's not preaching somewhere.
Amen.
And then we'll be able to give him more time. I just wanted to squeeze Caroline and Helen in, because I think it's important for us to be a part of this senior summit coming up on the 22nd. And since we wasn't going to have no time to do it next month, so I think the 22nd, correct?
22nd.